مسلسل تشويقي جديد بدأ عرضه على منصة عالمية شهيرة بعنوان ريج. موسمه الأول مكون من 6 حلقات، وهو من بطولة عدد كبير من النجوم، منهم أيان جيلان وأوين تيل والكندية إيميلي هامبشاير. وأحداثه بتدور على بريمة استخراج نفط في وسط البحر عن مجموعة من العمال والمهندسين بيواجهوا ظاهرة غريبة ليها تأثير نفسي وعقلي عليهم.
المسلسل بدأ عرضه على منصة شهيرة، وبطلته إيميلي هامبشاير حصل لها موقف طريف أثناء تصويره في إسكتلندا. هنعرف منها تفاصيل الموقف ده، وكمان هنعرف من أبطال المسلسل رأيهم في شخصياتهم وعمل المرأة في مجال مسيطر عليه الرجال.
I loved it. I'd never been to Scotland before, and it was just amazing. I mean, I didn't understand anyone, especially we were shooting at the height of COVID, so people were wearing masks who I didn't understand even when they didn't have masks on, but I love it.
People aren't fighting, people seem a bit less angry, just in their cars or walking streets or whatever. So it's just the mood of the city, but it's familiarity. I just know it so well that I know what bus to get. I still don't know what bus to get in London, but I know what bus to get in
Neither. They're not shying away from the fact it's a Scottish production, you know, and I feel very, as a proud Scotsman, you know, I'm chuffed to be part of something that has that scale and ambition. But it was great that the whole thing was in Scotland and getting back to the first premiere up there and stuff. You know, I'm really delighted with that.
I played Rose Mason in the show, and what I loved about her on the page was that she was this woman going into a man's world and didn't, you know, being the outsider on the crew. She's not the most popular, and being corporate, she's not very well liked. But what I love about her is that she doesn't care about being liked, and that was something I really wanted to rub off on me. I like to play characters that I think have these like qualities that I want for myself.
I personally, as Rachenda, I have quite a lot of male friends anyway, so I'm always very attracted to roles like that because I think it's a kind of a different look at how females are perceived in the outside world. For me and my character, I think that she slid into the male the male world quite easily because she's ex-military, so she will have been used to being in an environment with tons of guys.
I think that industry's been such a huge part of our culture in some ways, you know, and the world's changing, and we definitely have these sort of the underlying kind of thing of climate change going on through it. But I mean, what we achieved out in the North Sea in terms of feats of engineering is incredible, and it's something that should be cherished in those people's, you know, their skills and their bravery out there. But you know, I think we definitely have this, what David's done great. First and foremost, this show is about entertainment.
You know, it may be completely morally right that we shouldn't carry on doing it, but you know, it's the way people are trained to do that one thing, and so what do they do with their lives?
Yeah,
so that's complicated. Human-wise, it's really complicated.
I did learn a lot, and every time I would go to set, after you start to learn about how insignificant humans are to the whole, like, how long this planet has been existing, it really starts to put things in perspective of, like, nothing matters. Like, we are this big.
There was one sequence where I was very, very sure that I needed no safety procedures, and it was walking along this crane sort of arm, which was quite high. It was probably the height of this, you know, so it would have been quite a fall if I'd fallen off it. But I felt it was wide enough. I was good enough to not need any harness and support whatsoever. So that's what I said. And they kept saying, Ian, you've got to put it on. I said, I know, I've got max there, I don't need it, leave me alone. And eventually they sort of pinned me down and forced me into it. And then I had to go out and try and recover Martin. And he's heavier than he looks. And as I sort of tried to raise him, sort of something slightly gave my back, and I toppled sideways and was left suspended on this thing, which if I hadn't worn it, would have been an absolute disaster.
اشترك في باقات واتشت الشهرية بتبدأ من 14 جنيه و99 قرش، وباقات سنوية تبدأ من 150 جنيه.